Sup guys, dinofries here, and today I want to talk about Souls Remnant. It's a new indie 2D side-scroller platformer MMORPG that's inspired by MapleStory. The game has been developed over the past 9 years by Moon, who you guys actually might recognize as Sage. She made a bunch of Artel guides on YouTube. Now disclaimer, I'm not sponsored technically, but I am helping out with promotion and marketing for Souls Remnant with Moon. Besides YouTube, I have my own business where I promote and market indie games. That being said, I don't take on projects that I'm not genuinely interested in. In fact, I actually played Souls Remnant way back in the day before I even met Sage, which is pretty crazy. Anyways, as a MapleStory fan, I love this game, and I think you'll like it too. But Souls Remnant isn't MapleStory 2 or MapleStory 3 or a carbon copy of MapleStory, it's really its own thing. For starters, there's no jobs or classes. Souls Remnant has a bunch of skills that you can use and you can level up, but you can mix and match. You can put some points into melee, put some points into faith, put some points into range, put some points into magic. There's 4 skill trees, but you can, play around with whatever build you like. Because it's an RPG, you also get stats. You get points when you level up. You got strength, spirit, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, luck, and all of that kind of contributes into melee damage, range damage, magic damage, faith damage, speed, and jump. There's also equipment. You have a hat slot, a body slot, a ring slot, an effect slot, a weapon slot, a grappling hook, and a bag slot. And all of your gear, of course, have different stats attached to it that improves the power level of your character. In terms of customization, you can change the color of your character, your hats show on your character, and you can have an effect that swirls around your character to further, diversify yourself from others. The grappling hook, by the way, is pretty sweet. Souls Remnant has this physics to it, and so you can kind of swing on the grappling hook to get yourself to higher places, and it's also just super fun to use. Other features include the guild system where you can name your own guild, you can pick out your own emblem, and each guild has its own bank, and as well as buffs attached to it. There's also partying and trading because of course there is, it's an MMORPG. There's also NPCs, they give you quests and they sell you stuff, and you can also exchange items with them. But Souls Remnant actually relies on a full player driven economy. The shops at the spawn point, the town, the home base of the game, there's not much that you can buy from the shops besides health potions and mana potions and a return crystal that takes you back to the spawn point. You actually have to rely on grinding yourself, making money, getting your own drops, farming, and then if you can't find something, you have to buy that from another player. You can't just rely on an NPC to sell you the big ticket gear items. There's also crafting. That's a big part of Souls Remnant, is the crafting, because you'll grind on monsters, they'll drop materials and resources, and then you take those materials and resources and craft your own gear to use, or you'll craft upgrades to use on your gear, similar to scrolling or the potential system in MapleStory. Also, there's player housing, which is pretty cool. Besides combat skills, by the way, there are also life skills. There's fishing, cooking, blacksmithing, alchemy, search, grappling, herbalism, and mining. These life skills basically give you other things to do besides just going around the world and fighting monsters. You're going to be fighting monsters, but at the same time, you're going to stop to gather a plant or mine a rock or things like that, maybe go fishing. More on the combat skills though, here's just a preview of what you can expect in regards to the combat system in Souls Remnant. Here's some melee combat gameplay. Here's some faith combat gameplay. Here's some magic combat gameplay. And here's some ranged combat gameplay. That was just a taste, by the way. I didn't use all the skills available to you. There are other higher level skills to unlock, but I'll let you guys discover that for yourselves. There's also a lot to see in the world of Souls Remnant. There are all these different biomes chock full of different maps for you to explore with different monsters, and it's coupled with this banging soundtrack, which you guys have been listening to this whole time, by the way. Man, the music for this game is astounding. And I don't know about you guys, but I love pixel art, but I like good pixel art, you know what I mean? Like, it can't just be pixel art, it has to be good pixel art, and Souls Remnant has good pixel art. They use color and lighting really well. I love the design of all the monsters. The maps themselves, like, just going around this world feels super cozy, but also like I'm on an adventure. It's very enjoyable. I love exploring in this game. I've only shown you guys some maps too. There's plenty more maps for you guys to explore, and each of them have their own vibe to them. Also, some of these locations have dungeons for you to take on by yourself or with a group of friends, and there are bosses out there in the world of Souls Remnant for you to also find out about and hopefully take down, because they're kind of hard and you should probably bring friends. But yeah, if what I'm saying and what you're seeing interests you, well, I have good news. Souls Remnant is having a playtest this weekend, started March 15th at 11 p.m. EST. It runs for 3 days up until March 18th, and it'll be available on Steam. The link to the Steam page is down in the description below. Give the game a wish list if you like it as well while you're there. I'd also like to note that this game is free to play. It will be free to play at its official release. What you're seeing, all this footage right now, was taken during a private test. More on the free to play though, this game is not pay to win. I need to let that be known. It's not pay to win. All of the stuff that you can buy with real money in the cash shop really just comes down to like cosmetics, so changing the color of your name or your character, and there's also, you know, some convenience items such as auto pickup, but nothing in the game that will be pay to win. And yeah, man, I'm just stoked for this game. If you are a MapleStory fan, then Souls Remnant is a must play. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think of Souls Remnant? And if you're interested, the Steam page link is down in the description below. Give it a wish list if you're interested, and yeah, hopefully you join us this weekend for the playtest. Yeah, that's it. Thanks guys, appreciate you. Peace out.